Hello, Virgo. Thank you for joining me for your ASMR June 2020 crystal scrying forecast. So, for your crystal scrying mid-month, I will be using this labradorite, and I'm trying to get you some good angles on that so you can see the beautiful shiny surface, but it can be a little difficult to show that on camera. But the back, actually, even though it's like the rough side, it seems to like show up really well. It's got some really beautiful blues and oranges in there. I like it a lot. And then for my scrying oil this month, I will be using Blue Lotus essential oil in argan and jojoba carrier. And I really love using Blue Lotus for psychic work. It's good for astral projection, psychic attunement. It's just a very functional, it's like the sledgehammer of psychic oils. And you really don't need that much. You just need a little bit. Like, I've had this for years and I've only used like up to this first little ridge in the bottle. Alright, Virgo. So, what are we talking about for June of 2020? What's going on with you this month? It's like an abandoned school building. It's not haunted though, it's just completely empty and desolate. And derelict. Derelict is the word I was looking for. It's an old derelict school building, like, you know, that mid-century, like 1950s. All of that laminate dropped ceilings with the tiles, that aluminum framing around the windows, very like squared off, very Mondrian lines, if you know what that means. Yeah, just very like normal. It's like a very institutional sort of a building, and it's totally empty. It's not like trashed. There's not like graffiti everywhere. It's like it's been locked up like a time capsule. You know, there's like little graffitis around, like you would see school children scratch into the wall and stuff. But there's not like vandalism throughout the building. It's like you own this building now. You either bought this building, you're going to convert it into apartments or artist lofts or something like that. It's going to be, and the building's in pretty good shape, you know. Time does take a toll on these buildings. There's probably some spots in the roof that need to be patched. There's like definitely places where water's coming in and things have been damaged. So it's going to take a little work, but it's actually in pretty good shape considering the amount of time that's passed. It was like locked up pretty good. They had a security guard. They'd hired security to make sure that people weren't tagging up the joint and like using it. And you're going to put scaffolding all around the outside. I see this scaffolding all around the facade. And what else? This is your new home. This is your new big project that you're going to be working on. It's something that you've had in the works for a while. But now you're taking it you're out of phase 1, now you're moving on to like phase 3 or 4, basically. And I see that you're doing this because you're improving the community. Like this is going to be like affordable housing for like teachers and artists and people who, you know, can't necessarily afford like a luxury apartment in a high rise. This is like a nice little suburban building that you're gonna convert into affordable housing for people. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. That's a really nice sentiment. And so this is kind of like a metaphor for either you're going to be doing that, or that's like a metaphor for the changes that you're going to be making around you, that you're going to be pooling and pouring your resources into something that's going to make a good, positive difference for the people around you. And you're not motivated by what's my return on this going to look like. You know that it'll be self-supporting, and that's what's important. The resources that you have available to you are already sufficient to complete the project. And while it is going to take some investment, time and energy and money-wise, it's not going to be like a money pit. It's something that you can make an investment in this thing and then get the return out of it for yourself and others that you desire, that is gonna be effective. And so you're able to turn this investment into a good, productive future for yourself and others. That's really cool. That's really good, Virgo. Is there anything else that I need to tell Virgo about June 2020? I mean, probably a lot of you are watching the BuzzFeed Unsolved marathons, right? And you're thinking about like haunted buildings. Some of you might be interested in purchasing a haunted building and renovating it. So that might be where this is coming from. Some of you Virgos are going to want to buy a creepy place So what is the deal with that? Some of these places you're not going to be able to save. Really look into the history of the property and make sure that get like an engineer. Get an engineer to come in and make sure that it's up to code before you buy it, or that you'll be able to bring it up to code reasonably. Hire an engineer. I mean, I say that because my dad's an engineer, but I mean it. Like, make sure either that you're planning to tear this thing down to the foundations and that you have the resources for that, or that that the bones that are left are going to be sufficient, that it's not going to just be like a total money pit for you. But I do get like a lot of really good vibes, like that you could take a property that people are like, oh, that place is a dump, blah blah blah, and like without pouring too much money into it, like fix it up and make it nice. And for some of you, it's definitely going to be like in a really altruistic sense that you're fixing this place up and making it really nice. And then for others of you, I feel like there's this real macabre like sense of wanting to dabble in the other side and like commune with spirits and have like an open portal that you can access. So that's very like, that is very divided. That's, yeah, that's a very like split, because like, you know, being altruistic and helping people out, and then, you know, it's not like you're not, you could be helping out the spirits, but it feels a little more selfish, like that you're doing this because of your own selfish desire to work with the dead in some way. So that's something to consider. Is there anything else that I need to tell Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sign, Mars, Venus, Mercury? Any information out there for Virgos that I need to give them for June 2020? Just that you're going to be working on this renovation project. Yeah, that's it. There's going to be some kind of renovation project, and it'll either be for you or it'll be for someone else, or the renovation is like a metaphor for like tearing something down and building it back up again and making it stronger and better and modernizing it. So, and you may be working with or communing with spirits. You might be talking to spirits. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, comment below, subscribe, share it with your friends, tell others. I will be working on a 500 subscriber giveaway, so stay posted for that. And thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your support. It makes it possible for me to continue doing these videos. I know that I could probably just send them out into the void, but it makes it a lot easier to get the feedback from you guys. So thank you so much. And I will see you again very soon.